Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, I'll read out this week's topics, and then we'll see what our panels can come up with. Right, here we go. The first subject is unlikely lines from a blockbuster movie.
I feel the need for speed. Well, Mr. Gove, you're not in the cabinet anymore. Go for it.
Listen, trust me, Freaky Friday seems like a laugh, and then you swap bodies with your mum and your dad comes home drunk.
Before we apes kill the final human and take over the planet, I'm just going to sit in that tyre and masturbate for a bit.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius. I am the father of a murdered son, the husband of a murdered wife. And I've got a podcast. So, tune in wherever you get your podcast.
The aliens have destroyed Los Angeles and Paris. We think London could be next. They seem to be targeting wankers.
Showdown at dawn. I'll be there. When is dawn exactly? It's different every day. Might be just put a time on it.
Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. OK, you roll over now, I do your crack.
I will kill Bill. As a rule, I'll always do the thing that rhymes with your name. Does anyone know a Chuck?
My name? I have almost forgotten it. Born under a black star, cursed and reviled. Yes, my name is Neil Johnston. And the long number on the card is 592.
Batman Returns, no problem. Fill in a label, pop him in a bag, take him to a post office.
You know, most evil overlords only become evil because they experience some childhood trauma. Is there any chance that could have happened to you, Professor Poopy Willie?
My mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. It doesn't last as long if you're medically obese.
I've gathered you here today because you're the world's best superheroes, and I just bought a shit ton of flat-pack furniture. Now, Avengers, assemble.
The Tin Man had no heart, the Lion had no courage, and the Scarecrow had no brain. And that's how they all ended up in Liz Truss's cabinet.
And it seems the killer has left his or her fingerprints all over the crime scene. And he or she has also left a considerable amount of semen.
Batman, why do we keep the Batmobile in the Batcave? It's covered in bat shit.
I had sex last night with the North's god. Thor? I can't even piff.
I suppose I always expected my life to be a fairy tale. I guess I'm still waiting for my Prince Andrew.
Thou shalt not pass! Of Mr. Schofield, yeah. In you go.
OK, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a property show.
So, as you can see, she's a bit of a fixer-upper. She needs a lot of work done, but she wants to buy a house with me, so we're looking for a new build.
Well, it's all about location, location, location. And this is a shithole, shithole, shithole.
We're here in Calais with Ahmed and Khadija for a special episode of Escape into the Country.
So basically what we've done here is we've put Nick Knowles in a cupboard and bricked it up.
You could do anything here. You could knock through that wall, you could retile the roof, but not the patio. You mustn't touch the patio.
Sandra and John are planning to sell their three-bedroom terrace in Wigan so they can go to London to get a spot of lunch.
John and Jules have knocked through from their bedroom into the room next door. They didn't mean to, but that's Viagra for you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. When I said you should knock one out, I meant one of the walls.
And this is where we've built the panic room, ideal for opening your next gas bill.
They've made an offer of $320, which is quite low because most houses cost thousands of pounds.
So, a year on, I've come back to see how they're getting on. Fuck me, still not finished.
Oh, you're right, it is big enough.
The previous owner did leave it in a state of disrepair, but honestly, I'm thinking about making an offer. Sorry, I'm babbling. Time of death, 4:15.
Welcome to the new show where we help millennials to buy their first ever property. Yes, this is Hitman for your gran.
Old-fashioned and some jaw-dropping views. We won't be inviting Kirsty Allsop on Question Time again.
Hi, I'm a public school twat walking towards the camera.
Well, I've put your cheeky offer into the owners, and they told me to shove it up my arse.
I don't know how to tell you this. I know you just completed, but the sweet old widowed man that you bought the house off has, well, he's tied a bunch of balloons to it and floated off into the sky.
Rupert and Jacinda are 25 years old and have a budget of £2.5 million. Wankers.
Tim and Dorothy plan to move because of the primary school situation. Tim isn't allowed within 500 metres of one.
Things you wouldn't hear on a travel show.
I'm not going anywhere.
Hello, I'm a British comedian and I'm doing a travel show without my mum.
Venice. Everywhere is a toilet.
Well, what can I tell you about the Baltic? Never walk through long grass, just in a pair of shorts.
Welcome to The Joke's on Me, the only travel show hosted by a flat earther.
Welcome to the misadventures of Romesh Ranganathan. I'm not Romesh, but he's too busy to do it these days. And based on what I can tell, most of you can't tell the difference between us.
In this series, I'm going to show you my favourite bits of the Netherlands. Welcome to Hugh's Nether Regions.
You joined me here in New Zealand. Apparently, Lord of the Rings was filmed here, but they never mention it.
Yes, I am having a great time in Pyongyang. Everything cool, everybody has enough food. Very nice. Oh, my God, no, please!
As my hot air balloon floats majestically towards the top of the Shard, I'm realising what a bad idea this was.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. With that in mind, apologies to the owner of the cucumber and Johnny Vegas.
Paris, city of fine art, fine cuisine, but ruined by being full of French people.
Here I am on top of Machu Picchu. And a moment ago, the inventor of the Fitbit just fell off. And yes, he did hit 10,000 steps on the way down.
And here, on the French coast, the perfect beach footwear was invented by designer Philippe Philot.
It is over 2,000 years since Vesuvius erupted here at Pompeii, and it's unlikely to happen. Bollocks!
All I'm saying is, if you don't provide breakfast, this is just an Air B. Do you understand?
On this episode, we're in Malaysia because that's right. Your license fee paid for another 2 comedians to go on holiday.
Good trip, wasn't it? It was a good trip, that one.
I'm here in Paris for Fashion Week. They've covered the Arc de Triomphe with camouflage netting. Can't see the attraction myself.
The next topic is commercials that never made it to air.
At WeBuyAnyCar.com, we buy fuck off hasn't even got wheels.
Quasi, gamble responsibly.
The Happy Meal. It's neither of those things.
From the people who bought you NutriBullet, the NutriGun. Find nutrition into a hole of your choosing today.
Oral-B. But on the other hand, you got an A for anal.
Head and Shoulders, the perfect shampoo for people with hairy shoulders.
Do you want children to learn about deadly skin diseases? Then buy The Adventures of Peppa Pig.
Kids and grown-ups love it so. The comedy of Frankie Boyle.
Come back, Frankie!
I'm Nick Clegg, and I think you should join the metaverse. I had to join it to move to a different reality to find one single person who didn't think I was a twat.
And Rex, the toilet paper for you and your dog. Come on, Rex.
Do you suffer from male pattern baldness? Sucks to be you.
Pepperami. It's a bit of an animal. Specifically, its dick.
Why is it called Special K? It's ketamine.
Why not travel by megabus? Now Mock the Week's ending, Dara O'Brien might actually be on it.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Aniston. How do I look like this? Well, it's called the Witness Relocation Scheme.
The Russian army needs you, because all the guys we hired died.
Can Nish and I survive Mock the Week without Ed Gamble? Kazoo, yeah, we can.
At the end of that round, the points go to Angela Humberto.